Welcome to Travel Lights with me, where we are exploring the United States one lighthouse at a time. This week, we are starting our North Carolina journey in Corolla, North Carolina, which is home to one of my favorite brick lighthouses, the Currituck Beach Lighthouse. If you are familiar with the Outer Banks, then you already know that Corolla is situated at the very tip of this string of barrier islands. When you arrive at Currituck Beach Lighthouse, you'll find free parking along the short driveway leading to the lighthouse. From there, it's just a quick walk to the entrance. The Outer Banks Conservationists manage this property, and in my opinion, they do an excellent job. You can see that the well-manicured lawns and towering shade trees create a very peaceful, picture-perfect setting. It practically invites you to slow down, enjoy a picnic with your family, or just dive into a good book. There are 3 beautifully restored buildings on the property. This one serves as an office building, at least according to the sign, and the grounds can also be rented for weddings with up to 150 guests. Can you imagine exchanging vows with this historic tower as your backdrop? I guess the only drawback would be that the site remains open to regular visitors during the ceremony. Now, this is the main keeper's quarters. It was originally built in 1876 as a duplex and restored by the Outer Banks Conservationists in the 1980s after decades of neglect. More than 24 families have lived here over the years. Today, it is still being used as on-site staff housing for the current lighthouse keeper, so we couldn't tour inside. But just seeing it is a powerful reminder of what life was like for lighthouse families who kept the light burning through storms and long nights. This is a smaller keeper's house that has been turned into a charming gift shop, which we'll explore a little later. First, why the need for a lighthouse at this location? The Currituck Beach Lighthouse was completed in 1875 to fill a dangerous 40-mile dark zone between the Cape Henry Lighthouse in Virginia Beach, Virginia, and the Body Island Lighthouse just south in Nags Head, North Carolina. Prior to Congress approving funding for this lighthouse, it is said that on one night in 1852, 8 ships ran aground right off this stretch of coastline. In fact, North Carolina's 300-mile coastline has seen between 2,000 and 5,000 shipwrecks, earning it the nickname the Graveyard of the Atlantic. Standing at 162 feet tall, Currituck is made with over 1 million unpainted bricks. That rugged, simple design makes it stand out among the bold stripes of its neighboring cousins, and for me, the unpainted look is part of its charm. At the base, the walls are an incredible 5 feet thick, tapering to 3 feet at the top. Visiting this lighthouse is very easy since there are no reservations required. You just have to pay your $13 entry fee to the lighthouse volunteer, and then you have to sign a quick waiver. The waiver is basically for you to acknowledge the risk associated with climbing a building that has not been updated to modern building codes. So the climb is self-paced and it takes about 5 to 20 minutes. It really depends on how many breaks you decide to take. There are no time limits on when you have to leave the lighthouse after entering. As you enter the lighthouse, you will see rooms with displays about the lighthouse's construction and the people who have lived here. There's even a wishing well on the first level that appears to still be working its magic, judging by all the coins that you can see inside. As you continue into the lighthouse, then comes the star of the show, the green spiral staircase. Yes, green. It is so beautiful. It's 220 steps with 9 landings to the main balcony of the lighthouse. And on these lower landings, they do feature some mini exhibits that tells you more about the lighthouse. But it is the staircase that is a photographer's dream. I'm not a photographer, but it's my dream as well. And the 220 steps is also a workout. Can you imagine carrying gallons of oil or kerosene up those stairs in the days before automation? My goodness. While the lighthouse has electricity today, don't expect air conditioning. A few fans and open windows did provide good ventilation for my climb, but it can get warm inside these lighthouses. Once you're at the top, you are rewarded with a breeze and breathtaking 360-degree views of Currituck Sound, the Atlantic Ocean, and the northern Outer Banks. On a clear day, it really does feel like you can see forever. After taking in these breathtaking views, then you just have to look up, and there you will see the crown jewel, the original first order Fresnel lens. This thing is about 10 feet tall, and at its widest point, it's 6 feet wide. Automated in 1937, this lighthouse has a 20-second flash pattern that can be seen up to 18 nautical miles. The Outer Banks Conservationists own and manage both the tower and the lens. So they're doing an excellent job of keeping mariners safe as well as maintaining the history of this lighthouse. Don't forget to ask for your lighthouse passport stamp as you exit the lighthouse to seal this adventure. Also, visit the 2-story gift shop in the smaller keeper's quarters nearby to purchase a souvenir to also commemorate your trip. I try to collect refrigerator magnets at each stop. If you're looking for other things to do while you're in the area, just minutes away from the lighthouse, you will find access to Corolla beaches, the Currituck Life-Saving Station, famous Corolla wild horses, the Whalehead Club, even the Corolla Adventure Park. And just across the lawn, you'll find the free Currituck Maritime Museum, which explores the region's life-saving stations, fishing heritage, and more. Oh, you'll also find public restrooms here, which is always good when you're on a road trip. If you are planning a lighthouse tour along the North Carolina coast, I highly encourage you to add Currituck Beach Lighthouse to the top of your list. For me, this site has everything that you would want. You have peaceful grounds to just read a book or hang out with your family. You have a climb that's definitely worth bragging about with those green stairs. And you also have a good balance between history and charm. I will warn you though, you will need to pack your patience for that scenic drive up Highway 12. That 25 mile per hour speed limit will really test your patience when you're trying to get everything you want to do into one day. Let me know in the comments if you've been to Currituck Beach Lighthouse, or if you're planning to add this lighthouse to your bucket list. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe to this channel. It really would mean a lot to us. Our next stop is the Body Island Lighthouse, which is an hour south of Currituck. And until next time, I'll see you at the light.